Hey everyone! Today I'm going to tell you about a movie where two friends decide to climb the tallest tower in the US, unaware they're about to fall into a terrifying trap. The film is called Fall, released in 2022. It opens with a group of climbers, and suddenly, Dan falls to his death right in front of Becky and Shiloh. 51 weeks later, Becky is still grieving, listening to his old voice messages every day. One afternoon, her father James, nicknamed Negan, tries to convince her to move on. But Becky doesn't take it well and storms off alone. Just before she does something drastic, Shiloh shows up. She needs a partner to climb a massive broadcast tower and scatter Dan's ashes from the top. So the duo sets off. By evening, they stop for a snack, and Shiloh shares her plan to film a jaw-dropping video at the summit, sure to rack up likes. She also mentions the tower is abandoned and scheduled for demolition. The next day, Shiloh starts filming, explaining the tower's specs. Over 600 meters tall, and they plan to reach the very top. When they arrive, the entrance is blocked. They'll have to walk the rest of the way. They only brought a little water, expecting to be home by lunchtime. The climb has two stages. First, 550 meters inside a steel frame. Then, 60 meters up an exposed ladder to a small platform. Becky hesitates, but Shiloh convinces her. They begin the ascent on a rusty ladder. Even the outer bolts start to loosen. Suddenly, a railing breaks, but Becky grabs hold just in time. Halfway up, they take a break at a height equal to the Eiffel Tower, with a view of the entire area. Eventually, they finish the first stage. Becky starts to panic from the height, while Shiloh keeps climbing. Seeing her determination, Becky follows. Things go smoothly at first, but satellite dishes block their path. They manage to squeeze past. Then Shiloh playfully shakes the ladder, causing a bolt to pop loose. Still, they reach the summit. After filming a few clips, Becky scatters Dan's ashes. Now it's time to descend, but the ladder fails. Becky slips, and Shiloh barely catches her, pulling her back with all her strength. Now they're stranded. No signal. They find binoculars and a flare gun. Their backpack is stuck on the satellite dishes below. Becky has a leg wound, and Shiloh quickly bandages it. Thinking help is on the way, Shiloh keeps filming. Later, she spots a van through the binoculars, but it looks abandoned. 5 hours pass. Still no signal. But the number of likes suggests there was signal, just lower down. They tie a phone to a rope and lower it 15 meters with a message. No luck. Becky tries dropping the phone inside a sneaker, but they don't know if it worked. Through the binoculars, they spot a man with a dog and a broken phone. Becky tries to get his attention by throwing her shoe. But he never looks up. Night falls. Becky fires the flare, and someone sees it. But instead of helping, they steal the girl's car. Late at night, Becky notices the number 143 on Shiloh's leg. Dan used to say it meant "I love you." Shiloh confesses she was secretly dating Dan for 4 months behind Becky's back. Morning comes. The duo is still arguing. It's been 24 hours. The shoe plan failed. They decide to retrieve the backpack. It contains a drone. Shiloh climbs down toward the dishes. She can't reach the bag, so she unhooks herself and jumps onto the dish platform. She gets the water. But how will she climb back up? She uses a selfie stick to hook a rope and leap across the gap. Just meters from the top, she slips, but grabs hold, injuring her hands. Becky pulls her up alone. They write a message on the back of a receipt and attach it to the drone. It's supposed to fly to a nearby motel, but the battery is nearly dead. Even though the drone could have carried the phone to a lower signal zone, they didn't think of that. Night falls. Becky wakes up. Shiloh is gone. But it was just a nightmare. At dawn, they try a new idea, climb to the lamp and plug in a charger. It doesn't reach until Becky uses her ring as a makeshift extension. It works. They just need to wait. But a vulture has other plans. It attacks Becky. The backpack falls. Shiloh misses it. The battery shows 3 bars. They wait until 10 a.m. peak time at the motel. The drone flies. It's working. But a truck hits it. The driver doesn't stop. Their last hope is gone. By evening, a storm approaches. Becky is exhausted. Shiloh finally admits the truth: she died during the fall. She never caught the rope. She was gone. It was Becky who retrieved the backpack. Later, Becky watches a video from her dad. James is searching for her. A new day begins. Becky catches a vulture for food. She regains strength and decides to climb down, using the last shoe, now inside Shiloh's body. That night, James races to the tower. Rescuers surround the body. He fears it's Becky. But it's Shiloh. Becky was saved. And that's how the movie ends.